Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. I'm over here at the Wells Discount Center on Magnolia Street. Roll in, float in, come on in. There's a Sasquatch there, Mike. Bunch of old signage. The old junk museum. Santa Claus. I think their police flag has gotten pretty tangled up there. I think it's one of those police flags. Got a lion. Man, they live up to that name, huh? Junk shop. All cool stuff. Statue of Liberty. She's a French girl. She's got a nice patina. There's a Pegasus if you need one. Well, Pegasus and a unicorn, right? I think we decided that the last time. I do like all those flowers there. There you go, Anita. Antiques. Put that on your front lawn. You won't have to give out your address. Where do you live? It's a house with the elephant out front. I've seen a couple houses around here that do have gorillas out front. A giraffe. Here's one of those gorillas. There's several of those around town. It says sold on it. That little blue tag on his nose says sold. So someone else needed a gorilla. Yeah, we're on, what is this, Magnolia maybe? Oh, there's an American flag. I knew there was an American flag here somewhere. There you go. It's got some old Budweiser tin signs and a Coke sign. Coca-Cola. Jim from the Dogman Chronicles, if you're watching this. There's your PBR right there. They got an old tin PBR sign. Man, it's just all construction around here. Route 66. I've been on parts of Route 66 in Texas and Arizona. I think that's it. There might be more. Something might come to mind 3 days from now, but I think that's it. Bunch of different spots. They're over here at the train depot that they remodeled inside and out. It's going to be a little museum with events. They're putting in a huge parking lot, and that's going to be the overspill, not just for the train depot museum, but for the art museum. Let's go take a look. Man, every morning I have to clean the inside of my windshield because just to prove I can't keep a train of thought, guys. That's a good place to eat. Chesapeake 495. Hey, bird. What's up? Can we have another one of those, please? That was probably an alarm. Some guy with a camera's coming down our street. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate that. This is Coast Modern Custom Framing, Local Art, Pre-Cut Mats, Coastal Art, Decor, Art Demos. Check out that dust blowing. I'm actually going to go over to the car wash, but thought I would show you what's going on here. More construction. More guys making sure they get their point across. Good for them for standing out there. There's another group over here. Yeah, Pat Kane left a good answer as to why they're there. And I know I'll screw it up if I try to repeat it, but they are suggesting that the builder is underpaying the workers. And that's why they're protesting. Okay, one more car and then we'll get going. Maybe, as an example, an electrician has to be paid so much, but you're paying the electrician the laborer wages, and that's how you get a lower bid, and that's how you wind up winning the bid. There's a new art piece right there that's pretty interesting. It's a family going to the beach. So we will have to come look at that and get better photos of it. It's just construction everywhere. I might have to drive to Corpus today. And it's going to be construction the whole way. I guess change is good, but when you're taking a 41-mile trip each way and 38 of it is construction, gets a little old real quick, you know? Every time I do one of those time-lapse filmings, usually takes about a minute to get 1 second of footage. So I tend to let them run about 30 minutes and I get 30 seconds of time lapse on the clouds. Well, by the time I do that, the whole inside of my windshield is covered in mist and the dirt and the sand. So I literally have to clean the inside of my windshield several times a day. There's Max Barbecue. I checked on Luciano. He's fine. We're going to take him grocery shopping in the morning. So that will be good. And I think I'm going to head out of Rockport today. Just take a little Rockport break for one day. See what's up here on the highway. So, I got a nice gift from my friends in Alabama last night. So, Judy, thank you very much. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you thinking of me. And, yeah, that right in the gas tank. And that will allow me to get out of town for the day. But I do love this area. I just want a day break from it. Without any rain, I don't really want to go to the beach in Port Aransas. I don't know how drivable it is. But I don't know, I might wind up over there. So when we were talking about ghost stories, and it's probably my best ghost story, I moved into a house in Morton, Pennsylvania. Full basement, not unfinished. Ground floor, kitchen, breakfast nook, dining room, living room with a fireplace, staircase in the living room, went up to the second floor, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. And then in the smallest bedroom, real small bedroom, you could fit like a queen bed and a bureau in it. But I didn't even have a bureau. The way the windows were, just getting the bed in there, like a bed and a nightstand, you know? And small closets, like older house closets, you know? They just weren't made too big back then. And then from my small bedroom, which I really liked, I always wound up with that as my bedroom. There was a staircase that a full walk-up staircase to the attic, and the attic was unfinished and had windows at both ends of it, and those windows always reminded me of the house at the Amityville Horror. the original movie. I know it was a book first. I actually read the book. Used to read a lot of horror and allegedly true life horror and ghost stories. And we always had something just coming right at me, huh? Cool. We always had something going on in that house. There was always weird noises. And it got to the point where I put a lock on the attic door, like an old-fashioned lock. We got a man down, but he's got some help, so that's good. He's got someone stopping to help him. I think we're going next, folks. I think we're going next. Here goes another dump truck. And I had like a, I don't even know what kind of lock to call it. It was a padlock on the door. And then I had hooks on the back of that door, and I would hang my jackets or something. So you couldn't even tell there was a lock. Well, oftentimes when I lived at that house, if there was any type of martial art event, people would stay at my house. I'm talking anywhere from 2 to 20 people would stay at my house. And we began to talk about weird things happening. I had roommates then, and people staying there. We would all talk about weird things that happened in the house, and we started to call it Baba Yaga, which is a traditional Russian name for an old woman, a horror ghost story type of deal, but we called our ghost Baba Yaga. Just weird, things that could be explained, but when 50 weird things happen, a basket of clothes, you'd put it on the bed, you'd come back 5 minutes later, it would be across the room. Not just like falling off the bed, it would be across the room. Never anything bad. I never got a feeling of evil or, it was all playful stuff. Well, this one time, this gentleman, I'll give you his real name, he's a real guy, Al McGlucky, and he was a martial arts instructor. I've actually talked about him before in videos, and I got stories about Al. He was real sensitive to that kind of stuff. He was actually Guru Al McGlucky, which is the title of his, the rank in his chosen martial art, but he was a normal, white Irish guy with, that title Guru, so that in itself was odd, but he kept seeing stuff everywhere. And then when company came, I gave up my bedroom. He stayed in my bedroom, and then in the middle of the night said he didn't want to sleep in there anymore. He kept hearing noises coming from the door, and he didn't know it led up to the attic. And then when he went to open the door, there was a lock on the door, and that freaked him out, that I felt I had to put a padlock on the door. And he didn't know that, half the reason we put a padlock on the door was because the boys were young then. The 2 oldest boys were probably 3 and 2 and got into everything, and the attic was where we stored a few things. We didn't have a whole lot in the attic, and if it wasn't for Baba Yaga, it would have made an awesome finished playroom, because in the center it was maybe 5 feet high, and then 3 feet on the sides if we would have finished it in. but the big windows, and then of course down the one end, it had the fireplace chimney coming up. So that would have been a awesome playroom. But we just had a lot of weird experiences. People would stay there not even knowing anything about it, and they would, we'd all meet for breakfast in the morning, and they would have stories about, hey, it was weird. I was sleeping, and I woke up, like, I don't know, something just woke me up, and then I didn't think anything of it, and then my pillow was across the room. So did Baba Yaga grab this guy's pillow while he was sleeping and throw it across the room, or did this guy have a dream and throw his pillow across the room? It was never anything concrete. It was never any apparitions or anything like that, but we always joked that we had the ghost of Baba Yaga in our room. I'm on the Highway 35 bypass. We're heading to Aransas Pass coming up here, and we'll be hitting more construction. You might see it in the distance. But that's my ghost story for today, guys. I appreciate you riding along with me. I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, you guys left nice comments about the wind chime house. That place is awesome. Thanks for riding along. Thanks for watching.